So are we live now? I can't tell if we're live. Are we live?
I see that we're live, but sometimes there's a delay. For me, there's like 17 seconds of delay on my sale before I'm actually live to the people.
Right.
It's
Isn't that weird how
so
that
weird.
works?
I don't know why it's like that.
Me
Uh,
either.
I'm looking on mine because I've got it up on my phone so I can tell you.
Let me put our banner up too, just in case. Hopefully yours is on here still. Let's make sure.
I love the little scrolling banner. It seems so official.
It does.
It's
Hopefully
fancy.
yours is on there too. Yep, I think
Yep,
it is.
there it is.
There we
I think
go.
we are live because I see us now.
Okay, good. So who do we have here? Sorry, everyone. We were just playing catch up. We haven't done a sale in what, 4 months?
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
So we've
And I
got
wanted to be back.
Poodle. We've got Nick's Vintage
Hi,
Knacks.
Nick and Poodle.
Frida Fairweather. Hello to everyone. So sorry if we were late. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Frida and Jackie.
And then Katie's here, of course.
Yes, accounted for and present.
Yep. No, I didn't scrape myself on a rusty bracket, thankfully. Although I did, I was just telling Katie, I did graze up against a metal shelf, like without any, without the actual shelf on it the other day.
Yikes, that doesn't feel good.
We've got
My
some
bed frame is metal. It's like an industrial metal platform bed, and the edge of it, I always hit the side of my thigh on it when I'm making the bed, and it just hurts like crazy. I almost want to get like kitty bumper pads or something for it.
Whatever works.
Yep, pool noodles.
Yes, pool noodles. So Jeffrey is here, and
Hi,
no,
Jeffrey.
thankfully, Bun is no longer able to escape because we put zip ties on her cage thingy. So she can't be the little escape artist that she so
Good.
wishes she could do.
Louie ate, let me see, what did she eat the other day? She got into something. Oh, she found a piece of plastic. I don't know where. I mean, I'm very vigilant about cleaning up the floor. Hi, Lori. Hi, Joe. And she came out of the bedroom and she darted away like she had something. And I just knew, dogs do. And I finally got her pinned down and she had a piece of plastic she was chewing. I'm like, Louie, this is not food.
We love our animals, but sometimes, my goodness, they're
Yes.
worse than children.
They are. They're like having toddlers constantly.
Get out of there! What do you think you're doing? Don't do that.
Don't eat that. No, come back here. Drop it.
Exactly. Now we know how our parents feel about us.
Right, I know. Mom said she would crawl around on the floor at baby level before she had us to figure out like what in the house we might get into so she could baby proof. I'm like, wow, that's very vigilant.
Joy said that I forget if you're a man or woman, Joy, forgive me, said that their friend ate a plastic ink pen and there was ink all over the place.
Oh no. That's awful.
And Poodle says my Chihuahua seeks brooch netting in boxes. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Poodle sends me photos. Her Chihuahua loves the brooches, brooch boxes and stuff I send. I kind of wonder, Poodle, if Louis' scent is on it, and
That's
that's
a
why.
possibility. I gotta pour some of this stuff into here. I still have ice in here from last night's dinner. How crazy is that?
That's amazing. I tell you, they're getting really high tech. What's the word? They're getting very high tech with these water bottles now.
Kidding. I've had this one forever. But yet somehow I still continue to buy these water bottles.
Well, they're just so handy.
Joy's
And when you
Joy's
have
a
one
lady. Okay.
being washed, then you have another one, which is great. Hi,
Well, that
Joey.
and the fact that you can get these now for nothing, like before they were trendy, like you could only get them at the outdoor stores and they were ridiculously priced.
Yeah, now you can find them for like $8 places, which is great.
And I use mine all the time. Like I'm using mine right now.
I want to get one of those straws because that's handy.
One of these. They usually come with them.
Mine, well, see, I have a Yeti from back when they were popular, and they didn't come with straws. So,
Oh yeah, the Yetis.
Yeah, my dad got me one for Christmas because he's all big into the Yeti, gear and stuff, being that he hunts and camps and whatever.
Oh, Frida wants to know if you're doing the jewelry sale tonight.
Yes, we are, Frida. So come on by at 10 o'clock Eastern on my YouTube channel, Vintage and Vinyl. And Soulmate and I have some really incredible pieces. We've got Victorian jewelry to some Austrian and a really amazing pink bracelet with earrings. So don't miss out on this. It would be fun.
Y'all want some high-end jewelry, you know where to go at 10.
Yep, we really are proud of the things we're bringing. Nick says it's Shop Haul Saturday today. So, Benny, you picked up some things recently we were going to show.
Oh, I sure did. Trust me. I was on a little shop kick when I was in Tennessee.
As you do when you travel.
Yeah. Why does this chair keep sagging? I don't understand that.
It just wants to go down. It's not very
It's a good chair. I bought this at Staples.
that chair seems exactly like the one my friend has. Because
Yeah,
she got hers at Staples.
for whatever reason, it just wants to. Maybe it's just because I'm bouncing on it. I don't know.
Who knows?
But yeah, you had some stuff you wanted to show too, right?
Yeah, I do.
So let me make you big here. Let me see how to do this. It's so different on the there we go.
Hi, Dowdy. So today, our local antique market, we have several antique malls in town, had their big like fall market, and it's so great. They have all the vendors outside. The prices are really good. And I picked up these two hat stands. They're amazing. This one here was $10, and it's deco. I mean, you can just see it's sleek and amazing. And then this one has the lucite, and it has this big lucite knob in the middle, and they swivel. So it's like two levels, and it's brass, and I think that was $20. But that was so cool. So I got those. And then also the guy, because I know him very well, Ruben, he's amazing. He owns them all. He got a bunch of these from a fella that had a local phone business here, and he had pay phones and all kinds of stuff. And he was like selling his business. So Ruben just gave me this, but this is for the Independent Florida Public Telephone Company. And what this bag was is when they'd go collect the change from the public telephones, they would put it in these little cloth bags. So I thought this was really cool, little Florida telephone advertising. And then the last thing that I got, besides a bird cage, which meant Nick alluded to, which the bird cage is fabulous. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's deco. Like the sides are like a skyscraper, and then it's got this etched glass all the way around. And it's small, it's probably about the size of this ruler, like width-wise. And then height-wise, it's probably 7. I don't have a picture of it, but it's just cool. So I did pick up that, but I also got this amazing ruler for my flat lays, and it was on the dollar table. So,
oh, that's cool. I like that.
I like that too. I mean, it's got some really amazing detail, and I can clean it up a little bit. It's got some wear, but I just loved it. So that's my shop haul Saturday from today.
Oh, those are some great pieces. Forgive me if I'm looking away. I'm typing comments into my tablet so that way when Katie's showing stuff, I'm not interrupting y'all. Or I'm not interrupting Katie, and I can still interact with y'all. Okay, so I have a few things that I bought. I want to say I got one of them when I was on vacation, and two of them after. Oh, there we go. Switch her around. It's hard to say which one I want to show first, and Katie already knows what they are. So let's see. Oh, which one should I show first? It's so hard to say. Did I mute you, Katie, by accident? Or did you mute yourself?
I accidentally muted myself.
Okay. I was like, what did I do?
No, you didn't do anything. The stuff Vinny picked up, it's like crazy good. I just love them.
Okay. So the first item, now granted, it was not these three items. I mean, they were a good price, but they were not exactly like cheap.
Well, when you love something and you're never going to get another one, you got to go for it.
So this is the first one. So this is another Coke tray.
Benny, you're killing me. That's so good.
Well, I ordered this stuff online when I was in Tennessee. Some of these things I was just like, I'm going to pull the trigger on. I've been watching. So this is, I think, from 19. Oh, what year is this one from? It's from 1906.
It's early.
Forgive me if I got that wrong. But yeah, this is called the Juanita tray. And this is one of the big ones. This is not the tip tray. This is the real deal big serving tray from back in the day. And I will say this was $350, but they don't pop up on the market too often. And I felt that was extremely reasonable for that.
And not for that price.
There's another one listed for, I think, over 500, but I think it may have been in a little bit rougher shape than this one. But I just couldn't leave that. And I said, you know what? Got the money, just buy it. It was a little treat. It was a little treat for myself for that one. Now this one, what? Somebody sold the first Playboys at their yard sale for 50 cents. Are they cray-cray?
Oh my gosh, that's bananas.
I would have bought those for sure.
Yes, now Christmas gifts for yourself.
Right, that's exactly what they were. Early Christmas gifts. Now this one, again, is something that does not pop up on the market too often. So I went ahead and I did pay, I think, $93 for it. But it's for Kiss. And it's got a sailor pinup girl on it from the 40s.
I love that. And the condition is so good.
When you look at it in the light, you can see like some like smudges like in the metal. But
yeah, but that is good.
And I showed this to my mom because I like to show her all these pieces that I get. And she was like, is she topless? But she's not. She's wearing a sweater. But it kind of does look like, if you weren't paying attention, that definitely looks like she's not wearing a top.
Yeah, she looks a little topless, but you can see the line if you look.
Yeah, you can see there's definitely sleeve lines. I don't know if they're going to show up or not. Yep, there's sleeve lines on her. Exactly, Joy. If we don't buy ourselves the perfect gift, who will? Now, this one, again, is something that I've had my eye on. I've been waiting for one to pop up at a decent price. This one was about $89, but this is for New Great. Kind of similar to a Coke tray.
Wow. That is amazing.
And this is from, I think, the 20s, like the early to mid 20s.
You don't see many New Great bottles either, because I've looked for them.
Yeah, they're not your common. Maybe it was one of those like sub-markets for like Crush or something. I don't know. Excuse me.
Now, does that have special markings on it like the Coke trays do?
The only thing that I can see in the very bottom corner, like right above Forget, it says the American Artworks Inc.
Oh, that's cool. Ohio. They did the trays for them too.
They sure did. Nick, I have been wanting to do a tray wall for the longest time. I have a blank space, kind of like what you see behind here, but a little bit bigger on the side of my bed. So I want to put all the trays there. Of course, with the Coke, and then, of course, I want to put these ones in there too because they coordinate so well. And then that calendar, let me make Katie bigger too here. Then the calendar that I got framed from Hobby Lobby, the one from 1920, I want to put on the wall with my Joan of Arc lamp with the end of day glass shade, and maybe put some trays there or something there to kind of coordinate.
I think that would be fantastic. I found the picture of the bird cage.
Oh, you got to show that bird cage.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the front of it. And I don't know if you can see the etched glass, but that is etched glass. And then it has, let me zoom in, it has this crown metal tag, which is what I was initially drawn to. Was I'm like, I just want the little tag off of this. But then I saw the sides. Now, this picture shows the sides, and I mean,
wow.
Yeah, glass all the way around the bottom. There's just something about that I had to have. So, and it was a good deal. It was like $35. So you can't beat that.
Absolutely. You can't beat that.
Yeah. I think that's kind of deco, don't you?
Oh, yeah. You should see if you could find a stand for it.
Oh, that would be really cool.
And you can display maybe some, I don't know, maybe some old pet food tins or something in it.
That may be a new collection. I don't need to start, but could start.
Well, I'm right up there with you.
Have you thought, Vinny, about getting the hangers for the... Oh, I can't get this one off. Let me see. The hangers for the back of your trays like this? The disc hangers?
You know what's funny? I already forget the name of them.
Oh, they're made by the... I'll send them to you, but the Flatiron Disc Company.
Flatiron Disc, okay.
Get them at Hobby Lobby, but I just buy them on Amazon, and you can get them in different sizes. I think they go all the way up to 6 inches down to like half an inch. So they're really great. And I just think they're fantastic for hanging these trays, and they don't damage the backs. So
I've gotten some that are kind of similar on Temu. I got a whole bunch of them, but they're more like an adhesive sticker. I'm not really too concerned about it, but I'm wondering if they're as good as those.
I don't know. These you have to wet the backs of the tray and clean it with soap. And then you wet the sticker and then stick it on. And it's like a glue. And then you put something heavy on the back of the tray, not where it would dent it, but just enough to weight down that circle overnight. And then in the morning it's dry. But I have only had one incident where the circle wasn't dry enough and it dropped the tray. So that was a one-time thing, but it was a user error. I didn't put it on right. But I don't know about the stickers. I've never tried those, but I would hope.
I haven't either, so I was like, okay, if it's just going to go on a metal tray, I'm not concerned about it. If I was hanging like antique plates, like really old plates, then I would be a little concerned. But metal, they're not going to shatter if they fall on the floor or hit.
No, I would just clean the back so that the sticker adheres better is all.
Oh, yeah, of course. But I really want to get them up on the wall because, I'm spending this money on them. And they're just sitting in a storage bin. So I'm like, I can't be doing that. They got to be up.
And you should be enjoying the art on them because they're so wonderful and they bring you joy.
They do. But the problem is I get lazy and don't want to do anything some days. And I'm just like, I have all these visions and things that I want to do. And then I'm just like, no, I got to stick to my normal routine. And yeah.
You got to make it fun. Put on some music like vintage cordettes or something and play on your wall and get them all up because you'll enjoy it,
Play Lollipop in the background as I hang them.
Yes, that's perfect for it.
Exactly.
Thanks, Nick. This is a vintage Weiss brooch, and I've never seen one in this red colorway. And red's really kind of unusual.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I thought it was neat.
What did I find? Was it yesterday? Someday I found a really big, like, Avon brooch. Like, it was huge. It was like a swirl, almost like a music note, and had different stones and such in it.
Oh, that's cool.
And I couldn't believe it. It was like, what was it, like $3 or something? People were asking. I just kind of looked at the asking prices. I didn't do like a complete sold like lookup, but people were asking like 40, 20 something, and I'm like, oh, I'll give this a try.
It's crazy how certain costume jewelry pieces go for money because I just met up with some friends last night, and one of my friends introduced me to another one of his friends that loves vintage clothing and goes to thrift shops. So we were talking about that, and she said, "Oh yeah, you sell costume jewelry. Do you what kind of prices do you ask for it?" And I said, "Well, you'd be surprised how online some of these pieces, if they're signed, are worth very valuable." And I was explaining the Trifari crowns, the crown brooches that were designed by Alfred Philippe for Trifari, and some of them are selling into the thousands, depending on like which one they are. I mostly see them around 400 or 500. Not all crowns, but some of them, and it's just crazy to me. But I guess they're just that hard to find because they're in people's collections, or maybe they didn't make that many of them. But that's like holy grail pieces for collectors.
No kidding. So we've been on for 21 minutes. We should probably get to the sale, right?
Yeah.
We just haven't had a chance to catch up with y'all, so we wanted to just shoot the breeze. And of course, Dee is still doing her sale as well, so we wanted to give her time to finish everything up that she needs to do.
Yeah.
So we won't be able to combine orders tonight, unfortunately, because we're shipping from 2 different states. I'm in Maryland, in the middle of the East Coast, and Katie is down south in where?
Florida.
Right. You didn't get any of the hurricane, right? Or at least not the worst of it, right?
No, we got more nor'easter conditions. We're very lucky where Jacksonville's located that we didn't get a direct hit with these last two storms. But I know a lot of people are just, the devastation's horrible. But if you do buy something from me tonight at Vinny's, do keep in mind if you come to my jewelry sale tonight, I will be able to combine orders for those sales. So if you buy something here, I can pack it with whatever you get later if you do.
So that's good. You'll be able to combine both of those orders. And then, of course, anything you go buy from me tonight, I will, if you make multiple claims, I'll try to ship it together as best I can. So
Sure.
Make sure that if you are not subscribed to Katie on YouTube or on Instagram, that you do so. I believe I have both of her links down below in the description box. And I think her email is down there too, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long day, you guys. I'm sorry. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, and I'm literally just waking up from like a 15-minute nap. So if I'm all over the place, please forgive me. But yeah, so Katie, if you're ready, we'll have you go first since you were a guest on this panel. Let me go ahead and get this, if I can remember how to do this. All right, new layout, yes. So we'll go ahead and let you go.
Okay. Hi, guys. It is good to be back doing another fabulous industrial sale of any. I so enjoy these. They are incredibly fun to curate for, and I'm very proud of the things I'm bringing tonight. And I just saw Angela in the chat, so I thought, what better than seeing Angela than to do some pharmacy bottles, because she works in a pharmacy. I got these at an estate sale, and I just think they are so cool. This one is 6 inches tall, and the other one is 4 inches. And let me show them to you. This is got the old paper label, so this is early. This is Pabst OK Special Chemical, and I love that it says $3. Manufactured by the Pabst Chemical Company out of Chicago, Illinois, which is awesome. Which is where Angela's from. And it has balsam. I don't even know what some of these ingredients are. Balsam cobana, oil sandalwood, cubis. Wow. Erva ursi, bucho, juniper berries, and sweet spirit nitrate. Okay, I have no clue what any of that is, but it's cool. You're supposed to take a teaspoon 3 times a day, an hour and a half or 2 hours after meals, But warning, there's a warning on this. If a disturbance of stomach or bowels or skin rash is noticed, discontinue use. So, yes, I guess somehow this didn't agree with everybody, but it does have its paper label. As you can see, there's some age to this, but you're getting a little lot that I've curated here, and it's got its cap. And there is, oh, this is manufactured, okay, by I think it's the McKee company. It's got the K in that. I can't remember the symbol, but that's who made the bottle. And then you're also going to be getting this other really cool. I loved the RX with the little pestle and mortar at the top. Gray drugstore prescriptions. And this one's a little bit later, probably 50s. And it says oil of wintergreen with the paper label. And this one has a plastic top with that cool design in it. So you're getting both. I thought these would be excellent for Halloween displays, for your little potions, but also, and this will get to you in time for Halloween, but also just if you love old pharmacy bottles, these are really unique and different, and they've got some great advertising on them. So if you would like these two fantastic pharmacy bottles, they can be yours. And I should have had the pieces ready here. Let's see. Where did they go? On my list. You can have them for $20 by giving me number 102. $20 for the pair, 102. So that's just $10 each. These are just fantastic little pieces.
What a steal.
Yeah, and I just really love this one in particular, I think. And you could do food coloring in here because Vinny does that a lot to make them look kind of neat. Okay.
What the heck did I just hit? Oh, I hit fin.
Let's see. Should I call it, Vinny, or do you have your parents helping? Oh, there we go.
Salty Croc Daddy's here. So it's Steph sells stuff by the seashore.
Steph, congratulations. That is headed your way. Those are great, great bottles. You're going to love them.
They are. Oh, and you know what I forgot to mention to you? We're doing 2 per round.
Oh, gotcha.
See what I mean?
Okay. Now, let's see. My next item is a very fabulous little tin. And I picked this up at one of my favorite antique malls in North Carolina. It's the North Carolina Foothills Mall. And whenever I'm driving back from the extravaganza, I like to stop there because they just have unusual, good advertising things. So this is a 1920s, from what I've researched, harmonica tin. And I just fell in love with the graphics on this. I thought it was so good. The snappy musical band. And it has this adorable little boy with his tie and his little harmonica and the roses. And it is just so fantastic. Now, there is no harmonica on the inside, but if you love just cool, old, unique packaging, this item is for you. And the red colors are great. You've got some red and green, thinking ahead for Christmas time. But I mean, I just propped this up in a little vignette because it's so fantastic. And it is, from what I researched, from the 20s. So, I mean, it's got some age to it. It's 4 inches long to give you a little height on a little bit on size. And this would be good also in flat lays. If you like flat lay photographs like I do, where you put all kinds of interesting things together, this would be a great item for your little flat lay. So this guy is going to be $18 if you're interested in him. And you can have him by giving me number 100. $18, number 100 for the fabulous 1920s harmonica tin. And look at that little boy. Isn't he fantastic? I love his tie. Just like everything about him is great.
I've never seen that, and that would be awesome for Valentine's Day.
Yes. Yes, it would be.
The red.
Yeah, the red is great. I thought so. Okay. That is going to Lori Perry.
Yes, it is. Great pickup, Lori. Those were awesome.
All right. Those are my 2 items.
Let me go ahead and grab my first 2. I'm going to switch her around. And I did thank you, Frida, for asking. Neither Katie or I have any offer ups tonight. Everything is just flat prices, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, if you would
Sometimes
like
I'm telling you, this
up on
doesn't work sometimes, and I glitch. Okay. So this I thought would be fantastic for Christmas time or even spring. This is an Expello, looks like a sample tin.
Ooh, that's
That
cool.
is completely not focusing. There we go. I think that's a little better. I do too. So it's a really nice shade of green. It's a little bit lighter than what it's showing on camera. Almost like a lime green. And it says sample right on there. Now this is dated 1942. So we have an 82-year-old right here. And it's a small one. I have not attempted to open that. I did that with moth crystals and it stuck really bad. So if you're going to open it and you want to get rid of the toxic stuff, I recommend if you do so, pour some baking powder in there. It'll absorb the stench.
It's like that.
It's a really nice tin. What happened?
The Avon perfume, you can't ever get rid of the smell.
But yet I still want to smell it.
Yep, I know. It's like we have to. It's our vintage
Exactly. So if you're interested in the Expello tin, it is $8, number 16. $8, number 16 for the Expello tin. Again, this is from 1942. And it is full. I don't think I'd be able to take that lid off unless I pried it open. But it is a really cool piece.
I love that it's a sample tin. That's got to be pretty unique.
I thought so too. And again, it is $8, number 16 for that one. Yeah, they wouldn't they or couldn't they? Oh, let me get my price off here. All right, so anything that doesn't sell tonight at the end, we will do a recap on. The next item that I'd like to share with you all is this. This is an art utility crayons tin.
Ooh.
Crayon, however you want to pronounce it. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. So inside of it, I hope these don't fall out. There are some crayons in there. So there are 8 of them. This one on top is probably my favorite because of the lettering. It says Crayonex.
Oh, that's so deco.
I know. And then the other ones, I believe, are Crayola, like older Crayola. This looks like a chartreuse. Oh, this is green yellow. I guess they did say what the colors were even back then. This one, you can barely make out what it says because the wax blends in with the paper. So they are used.
Like getting a brand new box of crayons at the
I know.
And you were fancy if you had the ones with the sharpener in the side.
Oh, that's the bougie pack right there.
I would argue
this one doesn't look like it was used at all. This is orange yellow, but it looks more yellow.
That's like highlighter yellow.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, everyone grew up with Crayola. That's right, Frida. Everyone had Crayola crayons at some point in their life.
You know, I've never seen a Crayola store display. There must have been some.
I think that's all of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 8 crayons in here. Let me show you guys the front of the box again. That's really cool. The blue stripes with the black and the blue and the white. I think that's just great. And this tin, if you're interested, is only $6. It's number 2. $6, number 2 for the art utility crayons tin. With the crayons included. And I see Robert back in the day finds for that. Thank you very much. And those were my two this round. So back to Katie.
All right. So I've got some paper ephemera for you tonight. And these I was so excited to get because I love Dutch boy paints. And when Vinny was selling his crayons, it made me think of paints and these labels that I had. And I have 4 of them. So there's one, enough for 4 people, or you can take them all. But they are paper tags. And they say use red seal, pure white lead for durable painting. And it's got the Dutch boy on it. You can see the Dutch boy logo. And this is from the E.F. Folsom East Grafton, New Hampshire company, or that's where they were located anyway. And then you could put, I'm guessing, some sort of information on here. I'm not sure what you would label with these, maybe the color of the paint, but they've got their hang tags. And what I like to do with these, because I think they are so neat, is I tie a little loop at the top of this. And if I have a cabinet that has an old key that unlocks the cabinet, I put the key through here and then I make a little loop and then I hang it from the key in the cabinet. Or if I don't have a key, I'll still make the loop and then hang it from a doorknob somewhere. So it's just kind of cool, like hanging off of a display. They are just really neat paper labels if you love ephemera like I do. And you can actually use these to label baskets or things in your pantry if you wanted to actually use them. But I have 4. Now, some have some foxing on them, but they're just fantastic little cardboard labels, and they're thick. So I'll give you a little bit of a measurement on them in case you're trying to use them for something specific. They are, let's see here, that's metric. That's not going to help anyone. 6 inches by about 3 inches across. So 6 by 3. And I think the Dutch boy advertising is just classic and fantastic. So for these first 4 people to claim these, they are $8 each by giving me number 120. $8, 120 if you're interested in owning one of these really cool Dutch boy paint labels. And I think they're neat. You don't come across these every day, especially from a specific place.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I thought that
Very
was
cool.
I will wait for your dad because there's always a delay. But so
always.
I see Frida gets one. And Frida, let me know how many you would like. You can take them all, or you can just have one or several. Just let me know. And then I'll write you down for that. Yeah, that is fantastic. That is a great get. One of my favorite items, I think. Oh, you want them all. Fantastic.
All right. Way to go, Frida.
Good claim there, Frida. Those are killer. Okay, my next item is an amazing honey tin from Canada, and this one's kind of difficult to find. Let me show it to you, and then I'll measure it. It's got some incredible graphics. It's from Mel, Canadian Pure. I love the striping on the bottom, but to me, the best part is the little clovers that are going around the side with. I don't know if those are clover berries or what kind of plant that is. But it's pretty cool, and it says that this was made by Lawrence D. Young out of Shawville, and it's got a stamp for white #1. So I'm not sure specifically that stamping on there, but I think that adds really to the piece. It's just super cool. Now, there is some wear to this. This has been around the block for a minute. But the graphics are so cool, and you can display it on either side. This is great with your Christmas pieces because it's red and green, but you can also use it for spring. It's kind of one of these evergreen all year round tins. And I love when old tins have this big displaying surface at the top, because if you're like me and you have a lot of things, it's always, how am I going to put this display together and make the most out of my space? So what I love is, say you've got some bottles, or things, you can make a whole little display and use this as a riser. So I think that is excellent. And again, these honey tins are just fantastic. So you've got pure Canadian honey on one side, and then the Mel Canadian Pure on the other. And then the front with the honey side does have that really cool advertisement stamp, which I love. So this does come from Canada. Don't see too many of them here in the States. This is 5 inches high by about 5 inches wide. So it's a good size tin, and the graphics are really great. If you would like this honey tin, it can be yours for a fabulous price of just $20 by giving me number 115. $20, number 115 for the Canadian honey tin, which is just excellent. And the stripes, I mean, to me, a good stripe on a tin with some clovers, that's just everything.
I love the colors, the white, the green, the red.
Yeah, me too. I think it's excellent.
It's a very cool piece.
Yeah, it is a fabulous grab. Okay, and those are my 2.
2 already, my goodness. See what I mean? I just can't keep track tonight.
That's okay, Vinny. Be kind to yourself.
I know, I'm just tired, that's all. Is that a chip on that? Small little chip on the back, hardly noticeable.
Cool.
So hi, Cheryl. So this I've shared a few times. I think this is a great piece for Halloween, or for if you just are a collector of like Playboy items, like the steins, the swizzle sticks, things like that. So this is an advertising like little dish. It's got a lady with the key. And I just noticed on the back there's a small little chip on the corner that I did not see. But I want to make sure you all see that. I thought this would be great because of the orange and black for Halloween time. Picture that in a plate stand amid all of your industrial advertising items. I have to say this is probably from the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. Small little piece. It's not terribly big. It is 3 3/4 inches all around, so it's a square. And if anyone would like the Playboy dish in orange, it does look like Elvira, doesn't it, Jeffrey? Hey, barbecue with Neil.
Hi, Neil.
I didn't even think about that. That does look like Elvira.
It does, and has that look. I love her in the stockings.
Oh yeah, and that's a pair. Well, aside from the gloves, that's all she's wearing. And this is only $5, and it's number 7. $5, number 7 for the Playboy Club dish. Again, it has one small little nick on the bottom corner, but it is very cool nonetheless. It looks like Poodle takes that. Thanks so much, Poodle. I'm so glad this is getting a new home.
Poodle, that's going to go great in your tobacco collection.
Yes, it would. All right, let me move. Okay, put the other things that are. This is sold. We'll put that on top of the computer. Now, this is really cool. And I originally bought it for myself because I really liked it, but I think someone else would enjoy it too. This is Colgate Lather Aftershave in the original box. And what's really cool about it is it has has an arrow pointing to it for a coupon for Palmolive aftershave lotion. Both for 53 cents. Now, let me go ahead and take the tube out of here because you could display this if you wanted to. So this is what the tube looks like. It's like a creamy white with the blue. Now, I wouldn't recommend using this. I don't know that it would hold up very well. There it is, Colgate Lather Shaving Cream in the original box. But I thought if somebody had a whole display of old bathroom items, they could put this in there. Go ahead and put that back in the box. And the box is in, it's in good shape for its age. It's got some wear and tear because of because of its age, but still. Yeah, right, Jeffrey, exactly. So I am selling this to you all at cost. This is going to be $8 and it's number 12. $8, number 12 for the Colgate Lather shaving cream. So I see 2 claims from Lori Perry and Randy Grossclass. Hi, Randy. And it goes to Lori Perry. Thanks, Lori. And I believe those were my 2 this round. So it's back to Katie.
All right. Fantastic. Great items there, Vinny. I just love this packaging.
Thank you.
My next item is going to be a lot. And you are going to get all of these die cuts. Now, these have some condition issues, but they were just too fabulous for me not to pick up. A lot of these Bystol die cuts didn't survive. And I love, the owl is fantastic. So this is the first one that you're getting in the lot. And it is marked made in the USA. And then it's got the Bystol. Where did I see that? Yeah, on the other side. So he is Bystol. And his coloring is just fantastic. Now, someone has pinned him up on the bottom. So there's a few pinholes in him. He does have his top. His ear on this other side has a little bit of, issue. But overall, he is fantastic. And he does fold down. That's how I bought him, so that when I package him, he won't be too hard to ship. So he's the first guy, and he is so Halloween and so fantastic, and he will get to you in time for Halloween. I'll go ahead and mail it, and this is great. So 8 inches high is the owl. Then, but wait, there is more, friends. You are getting the fabulous witch with the moon on her hat. Yes, she is amazing. She does have a few, someone bent her in the middle, and she has very, it's hard to see, but back right here, there's one tiny thumbtack hole on her. And then I think at one point she might have had a broom underneath her. I'm not sure, but she's got these amazing moon and stars. And then look at the detail on her dress. So she's got a bat, a cat, an owl, a cat, a bat, and an owl. And she's carrying a fabulous pumpkin. So she is awesome sauce. And the moon, that is just everything. And she's got her hang top. Now she is just marked made in the USA. She's not Bystol. But there she is. So you're getting her. And then you're going to get this fabulous Happy Bystol pumpkin die cut. And I just love him. Now, his pumpkin up here, the little top, has a little rip. But, it's not too far down. So you can still hang him up at the top. And that will not affect the displayability of this piece. But he is great. These are all original. Fantastic. Now, I am asking, hang on a second here. I am asking $30 for all of them. So you're getting a pretty good deal. And I just think they're fantastic. So if you are interested in each of these die cuts, you're getting 3 of them. I think the witch is one of my favorites. She's just so great. And you can have this lot of Halloween Bystol die cuts by giving me 103 for 30 for 103. Sorry, $30, 103 for the fabulous lot of die cuts, and that is a really good deal considering which ones these are. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, you totally could, Frida. Just in a Halloween display, I had some die cuts that I've since sold, but I magnetized them to my door, and they were so great in an apartment because they didn't take up a lot of room, and I could decorate. Catherine, yay! You're
all right. That's a steal for those 3. That owl I've been keeping my eyes peeled for.
Yeah, he's
It'd be
kind
so
of.
great.
I'm glad. Yeah, Catherine. They're so you, and I know you're doing a lot for Halloween. So yeah, they're great. Yay! The witch is you. Go with your moon plate wall. Very exciting. Awesome sauce. Well, my next item is somewhat Halloween themed. I think it could be with the stars, but I love this tin, and I've had it before in the past because whenever I see this tin, I pick it up. It is 4 inches in size, and it is a tobacco tin, and I think it is just absolutely amazing with the graphics.
Oh,
Dunhill nightcap. It has the long smoking pipe, all the little stars. The nightcap lettering is everything, and I love the little candle with the little sleeping cap. It's just so fantastic. And this is a United Kingdom brand, so it's an English brand. This tin does unscrew and is very clean on the inside. As far as dating this, I'm not 100% sure on dates on this, but it does have the Dunhill logo. And it's definitely vintage. As to how old, I'm not sure, but I just think that this is one of the coolest graphics on a tobacco tin. So this tin would be great in a display, and it can work all year round. And if you would like this fabulous tin, it's really in great shape for its age. Is going to be $15, number 108. $15, number 108 for the Dunhill nightcap, and that is a great tin. You can also use it as a riser. It does have some cool little graphics on the outside here, but I just, the front of it to me is everything. Yeah.
Yeah, the graphics are amazing on those. On that.
I will wait for your dad. Old Hadley Vintage, that is headed to you. You are going to love that. That is such a good tin.
It really is. I love that.
All right, Jeffrey, congratulations. And those are my two.
Oh, there it goes. Did this chair sag again? I think I'm just being paranoid. Okay. So you all last week really seemed to like those old car pamphlets and magazines that I got. So for the industrial themed sale, I did bring some more of them. And they are all different this time. Nothing is the same. This one is for the 1971. It's the sports set. It's for the Ford Torino, Mustang, Maverick, Pinto. So here's the front cover. And then when you open it up, you get this amazing scenery with that yellow car. It looks like they're on the beach or on a lakefront. How neat is that?
Oh, poodle.
So I don't want to show the entire pamphlet because I want there to be some surprises for when you look at them. So it is in pretty good condition for its age. Of course, it's going to have a little bit of wear and tear because it's 50. I think it's 54 years old if it was for the 71. Because the 70, I think they advertise cars for the next year in like the current year. Hi, Dee. If I'm not mistaken, right? So if there are cars coming out for 2025, they advertise it in 2024, and then they do the same thing for every year. So if you're interested in the 1971 sports set for the Ford cars, it is $6, number 13. $6, number 13 for the sports set pamphlet.
Frida says she had a 71 Mac one, and her friends called it the cockroach car.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a killer magazine.
These are all really cool. I think I see Dodie Williams for that. Thank you so much. That is coming to you. All right. And the next one that I have is really cool too. This one is from 1974. Let me go ahead and... Hi, Jeannie. Norma Jean, welcome.
Hi, Jeannie.
So this is for the 74 Chrysler. And again, I won't show all of the pages because I want to make sure that there are some surprises. Look at that. Forgive the glare, I apologize. And they even smell like they've been sitting in like an attic or like a mechanic's office. Oh, love that smell.
I love that smell. That
Some
basement
people
smell.
think I'm crazy for liking that smell, but I love
No,
it.
you're not. To me, it takes me back to my grandparents' house in Missouri and playing cards in the basement and having cookies and milk, and it's just a good feeling.
It is. Now this, I love this shade of green. It's not quite emerald, or maybe it is kind of emeraldy.
That's sweet.
See, I wouldn't mind that color of like walls or something, like in the bathroom maybe. But yeah, this is really cool. And again, it is another pamphlet. It's from 1973. Excuse me. All right. So if you're interested in the 1974 Chrysler magazine or booklet, it's also $6, and I didn't realize it, but it's number 14. $6, number 14 for the 1974 Chrysler magazine / booklet.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, these are very cool pieces. And Poodle takes that. Thank you so much, Poodle. And it is back to Katie.
All right. Well, my next item is kind of fun. It is a whole roll of vintage raffle or fair tickets. And I just think these are killer awesome. You can do all kinds of things with them. I don't know how many are on here. I would guess probably over 300 individual coupons. And you get the tickets. You keep one coupon and then you would tear off the other and drop it. And they say a proper place, but I'm sure like the raffle bin, or if they, took tickets at the fair and ripped them. And then on the back of each ticket, you've got room for the name, address, and phone number to call. They're made in the USA. So I guess if you won something, then, you would get a phone call. But these are really great in displays because, if you can junk journal with them, which is great, or do crafting. They're easily perforated, so you can just tear what you want off of the roll, which is great. But I think these are awesome in displays because I've seen a lot of people on Instagram use these rolls, and in the vintage industrial sort of shabby chic look, they like to take them and use them as risers, which I think, how cool is that? When you've got your little tin and you have your roll of tickets, it just looks super cool. So on a bookcase, this is going to be awesome for adding some height to your displays. And if you do crafting, you're getting a pretty cool roll of tickets that you can use for things. So this whole ginormous roll, and I will measure it across, it is almost 7 inches across. So it's a huge roll. And definitely, these have some age to it, as you can see. But that's what I think adds character to them. I like that they're not perfect. And they've got some of them have a little bit of a blue hue. And then you've got a little bit of that good old just brown paper. Yeah, they're awesome. This whole roll of tickets can be yours for $20 by giving me number 105. $20, number 105 for the roll of tickets. And if you have any type of vintage fair or circus advertising, this could be really great with that too. But yeah, perfect for junk journaling. And this is a good amount of tickets. So that's my first item, which is fabulous. And Ooh, there's so many. And it's interesting because as you get to the back, more of them are blue than some of the ones in the front. So they must have been kept, somewhere in the sun maybe for a while. But they're trying to get them over off to the side and they keep wanting to unravel. Okay, let's see. Okay, put that over here. There. All right, cool. Now, my next item is I've got 4 different versions of these, and you can take all of them or you can have a specific one that you like. I have these. I bought them from the same place. So if you want to match me, you can have some in your home too. I love these. They were on old doors, and they would have advertised specifically what the door was for. So I have, for example, on the door next to my office, I have employees, and that's Louie's room. I have one that says rooms for rent on my bedroom door, and I just Velcro them to the doors, and they're great. And I love the old patina and wear on them. So I've got one that says notary, which is cool, and it's got like a number 9 written on the side, which I love. Now, these have some wear, but I think that's what makes them. And if you would like, I will spray them with a lacquer so it will keep them from rusting further, which is what I did on mine. Oh, I see you, Angela, for the tickets. I got you, Angela. And then I have one that says cashier, which I've also got a cashier one on one of my doors. My favorite one is this one. It is no agents, which I just love because you can imagine this being on the back of like a stage door somewhere where it was like, no, we don't want any agents, any people coming back here. I think that's great. That one's really cool. And then this one just absolutely boggles my mind because I don't know what this was for. Table board. I assume that this is some sort of military thing, but I'm not sure. It also has a number 9. Don't know the significance of the 9, but that adds a lot of character to it. And they're sort of this wonderful cream color with great patina. Let me measure them for you. And they're rounded on the sides, and they do have holes, so you can hang them up. They're 10 inches across, each by about 2.5. So if you claim, the first to claim, you can let me know which ones you want. They are just $18 each, and they are number 104. 104, $18 each, and we've got table board, no agents, we've got cashier, and you can see the little holes for hanging, and then you have notary. But I've got one on almost every door in my house, and they're such a conversation starter when people come over. They love it, and I love it too. So it's great. And this stuff would be cool propped up in a display too, or mounted on a cabinet, or you could do so many things with them. I see you, Lori Perry. So let me know if you want all of them, just one of them. We got 4 different ones here. They're really great. So you want the cashier. Okay, got it. And the table board. Fantastic.
Those were really cool. Can you, like you said, can you imagine them either on a wall or heck, if you own a store, put them behind the counter? That would be so awesome.
Yes. If you had a vintage general store like display. Yeah, these would be killer in that. All right. Fantastic. Yay. That's my 2.
All right. So I have this little bottle here. Let me take my price off of here first. Take the tag right off. So I'm not really sure what this held, but it says Reeds on it. READS. It's got a black top to it. And it looks like LU on the bottom. LU. So maybe food coloring or maybe food dye. I did run some water in here and some soap, but I probably should have maybe taken like a cotton swab or something to it, or maybe some rubbing alcohol to get the grime off of there. It's in good shape, no cracks or chips that I'm aware of. The lid comes right off. And if you would like the Reed's bottle, great for the apothecary displays or things like that. Like Katie had mentioned earlier, I will take food coloring if I fill up a bottle like this with water, just so it kind of adds a little bit more of an effect to it, or just a better look. So if you wanted to do orange for Halloween, maybe blue for summer, things like that. And if you would like this little bottle, and this would ship very easily, it's not heavy. This is only $3, and it's number 3. $3, number 3 for the Reed's bottle. It'll look great on a Hoosier, whatever you would like to do with it.
Yeah, I like the Reed's font on that bottle. I think
I do too.
That's everything.
It's raised, and you can feel the letters on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's Reed like you're reading a book, Jeffrey. I wish it was Reed like your last name. I mean, you technically could still say, oh, it's got my name on it. Again, that is $3, number 3 for that, if anyone is interested. So here, just so that I know I'm not sharing something that is already sold, because I did that 2 weeks ago. Again, something I know I would do. So this next item that I have is a Carter Hall tobacco tin.
Ooh.
I thought this would be great for Christmas time because of the red, the green, and the white. I don't know if the lid pops off here. It looks like it's on. Oh, it comes right off. It doesn't smell like tobacco anymore, but it pops off, no problem.
I've never seen that one, and I have quite a love for tobacco tins, so that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never seen this one either, but I thought it would be great for anything if you collect these tins, or if you are a lover of this shape of tin, because like Katie says, you can stack other things on top of it, or maybe do like a little assemblage on it. Whatever you want to do with it.
Vintage bottle brush trees on it for Christmas.
Yeah, there you go. See, and it's flat, so they would sit right on there. So this tin is in good shape overall. I mean, it's going to have its normal wear and tear because it's older, but it still displays nicely. You've got a really nice graphic of a pipe on the side.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, Dodie says that Reed's was a very popular drugstore chain in the 50s, 60s, and 70s here in Maryland. Oh, that's good to know. So that's kind of a local piece.
That's cool.
So if you would like the Carter Hall tobacco tin, it is $12, and it's number 1. $12, number 1 for the Carter Hall tobacco tin. And it looks like Robert takes that. Thank you very much. It is yours. And I believe those were my 2 for this round.
Fantastic. Okay, I've got a store display for you, and it's great because it's not very large, so it won't cost a bundle to ship. And I think these are so awesome. This is a bronze seal store display with the little dispenser. And these were these small dispensers that would have hung like, you see them sometimes at the grocery store, like in the middle of the aisle, or on the sides. And they would have just had small things that didn't require a big display that would dispense from the bottom. So you'd pull one out and then it would all kind of filter down. But this, I think, is so cool because what I love about it is it's got this copper metallic metal finish on it, which is just everything. And it's got its hanger. But then you have this amazing image of the water splashing on the bottom. And it's for Stop Leak bronze seal, concentrated, fast-acting, heavy-duty for high-pressure cooling systems. And the seals were just $2.50 or your money back. How cool is that? Now, I love also the graphics of the tractor, the car, and the truck. Now, given the images of this car, I was kind of thinking maybe 60s and 70s. era for this piece, but I'm not 100% sure. The front of that car has a little bit more of a 70s styling, but then the sides and the back looks a little bit more 60s to me. But I love the kind of chevron graphic here with the black, and it's great. So if you have something that, you've got a little wall space, I have little spaces in between, like two doors or the side of a door. This is the kind of perfect thing that's just small enough to fill it with. So I just love this. This was hanging in my office for quite a while. So it was something from my personal collection. And now it is coming to you all because I've decided to hang a phone in here instead. But I just think it's fantastic. It does have some wear, but it is just everything. And then you've got more graphics and things on the side. Copper for strength mixes with all antifreezes, and that cool arrow on the side. Okay, so this piece measures 10 inches to the dispenser part, and then all the way down to the dispenser is about 13 inches by about 3.25, and it is pretty lightweight aluminum, so it won't cost anything really to ship. So if you would like this fabulous little store display, you can have it. Let me find it here. Where did it go? I lost it. I had it on my sheet here. Where did you disappear to? Ah, there we go. Sorry, folks. It's $18, number 109. $18, number 109, if you would like this fabulous display, and it is pretty awesome. I gotta say, you could do all kinds of things with this, and you could put stuff inside of it. Yeah, I think the possibilities with that are endless. Okay, and I see back in the day finds. Fantastic. That is headed your way. Robert, you're going to love that. Yeah, that's great. Okay, my next item is a fabulous tobacco tin from England. It is 3 calves tobacco. I love the clovers on it, and then it has this almost electric aqua color to it, which is so fantastic. It is for mild, fine cut tobacco made in Great Britain. And look at the little ribbons on the side with this font and then the crest in the middle. And I love that this is a different shade of green. It's that mid-century kind of mint with this almost electric aqua color that's just everything. It is very clean on the inside, and it does open. I say it does because I had it open. Hang on a second. I might have not screwed the lid back on right. So it's... There we go. Hang on a second. Well, trust me, the lid does open. I just can't get it open at this moment. But it's very clean. It's silver on the side. And again, this is the perfect thing if you want to use something as a riser. But also these sit up really nicely in the display on top of other tins. And I think that the black and this green color is so good for Halloween right now. But also, yeah, I mean, but it's also perfect for St. Pat's Day. It's great for Christmas. I mean, this just works all year round. And if you collect tobacco tins, this is a really good one. The graphics are just so fantastic. Okay, so this tobacco tin can be yours. And oh, it is, I will measure it here. It is 4 inches, so it's a rather larger tobacco tin. And then this is sort of the silver gold color here, which I like. So this can be yours for $15 by giving me number 107. $15, number 107 for the 3 calves tobacco, and it is in really good condition for its age. I just
that color
about this tin. Yeah, the color.
The green is just amazing.
The green is great. You're not going to find that green, very often in tins, which I like.
For sure.
Ooh. I see that coming to you. Excellent grab, Poodle. Thank you so much. That's my 2, Vinny.
Okay. All right, so these are really, really cool, and just looking through them now because they are. I forgot how cool these are. So these are triptych maps by AAA. It was to celebrate the 50th anniversary. So here's what the front looks like. It says triptych. And it looks like this was for a gentleman by the name of Elmer Krause. His destinations at the time were Niagara Falls, New York, Alaska, or maybe it was just Niagara Falls, Washington, Oregon, Montana, and Lake Louise. The date that this was issued was May 20th, 1953. Let me see if I can find, that's Mansfield, the screen. So I guess what they did back in the day was they provided maps for the destinations you were going. So, oh, he's going to Scranton, Pennsylvania. He's staying in Mansfield. So let's just make him a map so he knows where to go. Because don't forget, we didn't have GPS back then. You had to look at a map.
My grandma would call AAA and get her whole trip mapped out all the time. Yeah.
Isn't that just crazy to think about? Because now we just have it so easy with the GPS on our phones.
Oh, totally.
So here is an D. I don't know if you're still here, but you might be able to say whether or not these places are still here. So here's the one for Niagara Falls, New York to Avon, New York. Some of the places they recommend staying at the time were the Grandview Motel, the Henwoods Court and Motel, and the Whirlpool. Dinners, smorgasbord, dancing, 400 yards from the falls, continuous entertainment, and that was on Main Street, 107 Main Street on Buffalo Avenue. So that's the Niagara Falls to Avon booklet. Excuse me. Dustin here. Thank you. So you got one of those. Do note that these are older and they are, kind of falling apart, or the plastic is kind of messed up on them. But these are so stinking cool.
Yeah, I love the graphics on those. I think
Me too. Oh, so Marilyn says that she still gets triptychs from AAA. She doesn't like the GPS. Fair, there are some things that have just been the same forever, so it's totally, I commend you all for being able to do that because I just couldn't.
We used to print out the MapQuest directions, and we used one of those binder clips and clip them to the air vent and drive.
What's funny? When we all first started going to Maine again, this was years ago. I'm talking like 2003, 2004. I remember my parents getting the MapQuest, and we had to print out the directions to get to the Tappan Zee Bridge or the George Washington Bridge or whatever. And my uncle still has that MapQuest in his car to this day, even though we just use GPS now.
That's funny.
I mean, it's over 20 years old and we still have it. It's just a good memory.
Is MapQuest still a thing? Like, is that still an internet site?
I would assume so, or maybe Google Maps. Everyone just uses Google Maps now, but
yeah, I like Google Maps better than Apple.
Yeah, or what's that? Waze is pretty accurate depending on know. But anywho, if you would like one of these triptych maps from 1953, they are going to be $8 each, and they are number 15. $8 each, number 15 for the 1953 AAA triptych maps.
I think those are great, Benny. If you have a map collection or you love old travel, that's fun.
I mean, how cool would it be to take this and look up and see if some of these places are still around?
Yes. That's what I call a coffee project. While I'm having coffee,
right.
I like to flip through some old magazines and such.
So it looks like this one has the original backing to it, and then this one might be missing it. You know what you could do with these? You could maybe craft with them if you wanted. Maybe take the loose pages, maybe make junk journals out of them or something along those lines.
Did someone type the covers with typewriters?
Yeah, it looks like they did.
Oh, that's just so cool. And they're all like in line pretty much. That's impressive.
Yeah, no kidding. Because I know sometimes when you type on those typewriters, it's can get a little funny with where the letters show up. Oh, look on this one. Look, the E is like raised.
Oh, I love that.
So, yep, those are 8 each. If anyone is interested in those, or you know, what, when we do the recap, I might do something different with those. We'll bring those back around if no one's interested in those. Now, this is really cool. This is a 1974 Dodge style. Let me just go ahead and take my tag off of here real quick as to not damage it. So this is a 1974 Dodge style magazine.
Woo.
Now this is it is a full on magazine, so I'm asking a little bit more for it. Before I show you all a few things, I do want to note that when I was using the hair dryer to get the tape adhesive off of here, it unfortunately made a little boo-boo up there, but I was using the hair dryer. It was the one tag that I had issues taking off.
I hate when people put stickers on paper.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, why? You're just mad. But undo. Do you have undo?
I don't.
Oh my.
I mean, I have an undo button on my computer, but not the
That
stuff.
is a miracle product. I mean, you feel like you're running the paper because you're soaking it in this liquid, but it dries like it was never there, and the tag just like pops right off. It's miracle.
It is good stuff, though. I've heard really good things about it. Look at that shade green.
Oh, that is a sexy green.
See, I was really trying to go for, the older car stuff. Like I was looking for some of the stuff I found was from the 50s. Some things were from the 60s. Some things were from the 70s. 1980, I was kind of like, maybe I should draw the line here. And then there were things from like the 90s and 2000s. I was like, I don't know if anybody's going to want that. But yes.
Look at the
So this
back.
is a full-on magazine. Of course, it is going to have its issues because it is older. It's 50 years old. Show you this one other page.
Oh, wow.
They really made these cars look crisp and sharp.
The dart. Look at the back of that magazine, Benny.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
That's fantastic.
Very, very cool. So if you would like the 1974 Dodge style magazine, which shows the Monacos, the Chargers, the Coronets, the Darts, the Challengers, and the Wagons, this booklet is $10 and it's number 11. $10, number 11 for the 1974 Dodge style magazine.
Marilyn said she had a 1968 green Coronet.
Oh, I bet that was a beautiful car back then. And I believe I see Lori Perry for that. Thanks, Lori. And those were my two this round.
All right. Well, my next item is a pretty cool piece of packaging for Streamliner Schaller, and it is Hot Patches. And I just love the graphics on this cardboard tin. It does have its 2-digit zip code. So that was used in the late 1940s for large cities. So think like New York, LA, just where they needed a little bit more direction on where the mail was going. And then in 1963, we got the zip code that we know today. So that's kind of cool. I always look for the 2-digit zip codes so that you can find some dates on things. I think the diamond patches are everything on this, and it's for tube repairs is what would have come in here. And I think the images are everything. What I particularly like is that Streamliner word up at the top. I think is really great. It does have the top little grate for the patches. And then on the inside, it does not have the patches anymore, but the cardboard tube is in full effect. And it is metal on the top and the bottom. But I just thought that the graphics on this can were everything. You've got a little condition issue on the back, but to be honest, what you're really displaying is the front. And this is another piece that's excellent. And a riser, I have a whole bookcase of nothing but tins, and they just look really good together. It's a strong display, and I think the graphics are excellent. Okay, so this is 3.5 inches by about 2.5 inches, and the colors I think work for Halloween and of course all year around. This is out of Waupun, Wisconsin, so it's a cool tin. The font is everything. So if you would like this, it is just going to be $12, number 106. $12, number 106 for the super cool Hot Patches tin. Look at that on the side. Man, that's slick. I love this. Yeah, that is excellent.
I love the colors on that.
Yeah, the colors are good. Randy, I see you for that. Guess I should wait for your dad. I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
That's okay.
All right, Randy, that is headed your way. You got that 10. And my next item in this round is a really pretty cool vodka bottle. And what I was drawn to this is because it had its original tax stamp from Canada. But the other thing that I thought was super cool was the fall leaves. And I thought in a bar cart display for fall, this would just be fantastic, or in your kitchen. I really like all the different leaves and the gold around the outside of the bottle. And then you've got the maple leaf kind of design up here, extra dry vodka by the Arrow Company. And it's got this really neat texture. The paper is all still embossed and intact. I would say that this is probably mid-century era. Now I've tried and I haven't succeeded, but if you want to spend time looking up the numbers on the tax stamp, because so much of it, pretty much all of it is still intact, you could probably date this to an exact year, just like you can with the tobacco tins. But I think this is a really fantastic bottle, and it does unscrew. So it's got its cap. And then send it to Florida address. Oh, gotcha, Randy. I will. Let me make a note of that. Okay, got it. But you could put any type of liquor that you wanted in here, or just food coloring or tea, whatever you drink on your bar cart, I think for fall is really great. And then this frosted glass with the offset gold gilding is really fantastic. So this bottle can be yours. Let me find it here for just $15 by giving me number 112. $15, number 112 for the super cool Arrow bottle. And look at that label. Oh, I love that. So this was imported, I think, does it say to Michigan? Yes, the Liquor Control Commission. It's got its original Liquor Control Commission label. How cool is that?
I like that it has like the Libby style leaves on it. That's really cool.
I love that too. Yes, it did. It reminded me of the leaves. Poodle, I see you for that. That is headed your way. That is really fun. You're going to love that. Yeah, it does. It reminds me of the Libby design too, Cheryl. Yep. I think that's great. All right. Awesome sauce. Okay. And those are my 2 items.
All right. All right. So my first item this round, this is awesome. I thought this would be great for fall. It is a boiler solder seal tin.
Ooh.
Look at that. From the Radiator Specialty Company in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, let me tell you, this thing is rusty, crusty, but the colors are still great on it. And look at all the rust on that. And there's even a chip in the metal.
I love rust.
And this is a really cool tin. I love the combination of the yellow and the black and the red. I think that is just a great pop of color. And this tin is, let's see. I would say it's a little over 6 inches tall. Yeah, isn't that cool? And again, it is rusty and crusty because this is old. So it is by no means perfect. But that to me says that it was well loved. So if you are interested in said tin, this is $15 and it's number 18. $15, number 18 for the Soldier Seal can. Oh, it has a patent date on it. I didn't even see it. 1927. How did I miss that? It says it right here. Yep, so this is from about 1927. January 4th of 27. Very cool piece. And my next item is a metal flower frog. But this one is not the one with the spikes. This is the one with it looks like a cage, like almost a dome cage.
Ooh, that's cool.
Which I know that people do collect.
You could still put pins in that from the top.
Oh, you absolutely could. Now this one is, let's see, so it's about 2.5 inches wide and about maybe about 2.5 inches tall as well. So if you're interested in this piece, it's also $15 and it's number 10. $15, number 10 for the metal flower frog.
That's a great piece.
I love that. And it's got a little bit of weight to it too. So if you wanted to use it as a paperweight, you absolutely could.
Ooh, that would be a cool paperweight with pins in the top.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah, I really like the bird cage look to it, like that domed look. Yeah, there you go, Cheryl. Put some little tiny people in it. Make them look like they're in jail. It looks like Val takes that. Thank you so much, Val. It is yours. And those were my two this round. And back to Katie.
Okay, I've got two pretty big sizable lots for you, and I had so much fun putting these together. Of course, I love all my hardware advertising, and I thought that this would be a really fun lot because it's kind of like an instant collection, which is amazing. So you're going to get all of this for one money, and this is what I'm deeming the hardware lot. Now, my grandfather was an electrical engineer. He worked for IBM doing all the early computer stuff. So transistors, flip-flops, LEDs. He put all of that in computers and then eventually worked at his dad's radio station that he founded. And Grandpa was always tinkering with stuff in the garage. And as a kid, I just remember seeing all these different types of tins and being enamored with the packaging back then, even when I was really little. And now I just love it. And it reminds me of Grandpa. So this is Grandpa's hardware lot. This is for all the things you're going to see, and they're fabulous. The first thing you're going to get is this Campbell's cotter pen 10 with the green and the yellow and the black, which I think is really fun, and then a super cool graphic on the back. It looks like there's a little woman that is hammering away. So she's in the back. This is out of New York and Pennsylvania. So Hammerlock cotter pens, it does screw open, and this is specifically an Otto kit. So this would have probably traveled with you in a car. It does have some rust, all these things have been well used and loved, but you're going to get that one. Then you're going to get one of my favorite tins because it has the big key on the front, the Lock Ease graphited lock fluid. Now this is a little bit later of a tin. I would date this. It was originally patented in 1948, but this is not the 40s version of this tin. So I think this is probably like going into the 50s through possibly the 70s.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I love this with the key. I think that's everything. So it's like a little handy oiler style. Then you're going to get the plumbing washers, Home Art, with the really cool shield. Now, this is a cardboard tin, and on the inside, it still has all of the plumbing washers plumb full to the top. So, chock-a-block full, you're getting all of the little plumbing washers and screw assortments and other useful pieces. 60 of them supposedly are in here. I did not count, but I mean, it's pretty full. And then you're also going to get the Sure Seal faucet washers, which are also just full. And you can get the lid off, but you're going to need to get something because it's one of these lids that you need a little screwdriver to pop it up. But this is the Chicago Specialty Manufacturing Company, and I love this kind of mid-century graphic in the front. I think is great. So that's fun. And this one's square, and then you've got that lid on the top with the design. Then you're getting the Eureka Tape Repair. So Chicago steel. And this is a small tin. It measures about 2.5 inches tall. And it's really great because it's also full of all the little things that it was used for the tape repair. And it's just an adorable little tin with great graphics that would fit into a little display if you need a small place. Yeah, the metal spouts being older. Yep, I think so. This is a plastic spout. And then you're going to get this 1960s clean surface squeaky belt. Now, the funny thing is I actually have one of these in my display. So I found another one. So I think that this is fantastic. So you're getting, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 pieces. And the whole lot can be yours, these hardware pieces, for $20. Just $20 for everything, number 116. So
That's
I think these are fabulous. Yes. Instant little tin collection if you're looking. I mean, look how good this packaging just looks all together in a little display. I mean, it is fantastic.
Yeah. I love the green and the yellow contrast on that oil bottle.
I do too. I think that's everything. Let's see. I see back in the day, fine. So I see you, Robert. That is coming to you. I believe I should wait for your dad. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I'm gonna knock on wood. It's been pretty accurate lately. So
okay, good. But I do want to thank your dad for all of his help putting that in. Thank you. That's coming to you. Okay, my next item is another lot, and I have curated this along with another one of my loves and collections, and this is my tobacco tin lot. So you're going to get all things tobacco in this. And the first piece I just really love. It is the Granger pipe tobacco rough cut tin. This is a larger tin. It has some cool graphics. Look at the pipes in the stand. And this was made for pipes only. Love the wood pipe graphic, and that goes around both sides. You also get this adorable little doggy. I mean, he is so cute. He's also featured on the lid. I love when tins decorate the lid. And he does open. He's very clean for the most part on the inside. And you could put anything that you wanted inside of here. I use these old tins in my kitchen, and I actually store things that I need, like dog treats are great. I will put snack bars to grab and go as I'm like running out the door. You could put your change in this. Things that you kind of want to conceal, but you want a cool tin for. This is great. But also, if you just have tobacco tins in a collection, this is also fantastic because the dog's just amazing. This was made in the USA. It's by the Liggett and Myers Company. Made this. It's 6 inches tall, so it's a larger can. So this is the first item that you're getting. Then you're going to get, it's not a tin, but it goes with the tobacco. You're getting this Maryland Club mixture pouch, and it still has a remnants of some of its tax stamp. Now, this is fairly early, this piece, And I love the old house because I thought that would be really kind of spooky for Halloween with the yellow. But you could put anything you want in here, a little collection of dice or jacks or just propped up in your tobacco cabinet. This is pretty cool. And then you're also going to get this crest tin. Now, I believe that this is, yes, out of Hicksville, Ohio. And I
Oh,
love
that's cool.
the graphics on this one. Isn't it great? The red and the little horse head and the shield. I think it's everything. And then it's also fairly clean on the inside. And this has graphics all the way around, like on the outside. So if you wanted to use this too as a riser, the Good Cigar crest, you could do that as well. But I think this is a neat tin. And this one's a little bit bigger because it's square. So it's 5.5 by 3.5. And then the last thing you're getting in this lot is this little Bugler cigarette case. It's a pocket tin. So this would have gone in your vest pocket. And it has the little Bugler guy. And I love the graphics on this. So it's got some condition issues, but he's part of this lot. And I don't believe this has its tax stamp. But you do have a little tax stamp on the Maryland Club. So you're getting all of these fabulous tins for one price. And you are getting all of these for just $20. $20, number 118 for this fantastic lot. Yeah, it's a World War I helmet, it looks like. Yep, metal helmet on that. But this is a really good lot. So if you like Tobacciana, this is instant collection for you. Or if you're adding to pieces, then you've got that too. Let's see. Rhonda, I see you for that. Thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda, you are new to me, so do make sure that you send your information to me. Vinny can also pass it along, but it's much easier when I'm invoicing to have it in my email inbox. So thank you so much, Rhonda.
You're going to have to tell me if I get your email correct on here. I know it's scrolling across the screen, but hopefully it's correct when I type it in.
I can type it in, Vinny, if you... Oh, thank you.
I hope that's right.
It is right. You got it. Katie at katiescreations1.com. Thank
right.
you, Rhonda. All right. Those are my two.
The Granger tobacco tin, if that was missing its lid, you could put your kitchen utensils in that thing.
Yes.
Next to the stove. How cool would that be?
I use tins and I have an old green glass vaporizer jar that's huge, and then I put my utensils in. It's great.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, how cool, Rhonda.
All right. So my first item is actually full. If you want me to, I will try to pry it open and dump it. This is Hot Shot Fly and Mosquito Insect Killer.
Oh, that's so mid-century.
Look at the metallic red and the green. Isn't that just awesome?
I love the sad-looking bug.
And he's just like, where do I have? Oh, here it is. I was looking for this. It looks like he's saying, "Oh, I'm about to die.
Like, I'm sick now.
I am so done." It's even got the really cool looking mosquito. I missed my bleep button, even though it was sitting right in front of me. How cool would this be displayed at Christmas time because of that metallic color, the metallic red? So here is the back. And it was made by the Hot Shot Quality Products, Inc. Funny enough, it was from Memphis, Tennessee, and it has a 5-digit zip code, so it's after 1963. It was a subsidiary of the Conwood Corporation.
It reminds me too, Frida, of Tabasco sauce, because I think in later years their label had a metallic feel. Maybe I'm thinking of two different things, but yeah, the colors are right for that.
For sure. And it looks like the active ingredients in here are pyrethyrins, technical piperonyl butoxide, N-octyl bicycloheptene dicarboxamide. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering these words. Petroleum distillates, and it's a pint. Yeah, you're right. It's the RPAY23. I may have to go ahead and dump this out. I bought some tight pry, a tool that helps remove tight lids like this from the Dollar General when they were doing their extra 50% off of their clearance. So I might
You
be able
could
to just go ahead and pop the lid off.
mail it
Say what?
ground. If you mailed it
I
ground.
probably could.
Yeah.
If said person wants it full. If you do want it emptied, I have no problem getting it open and disposed of properly. If you are interested in this really cool metallic looking, let me show it up close again one more time. Hot Shots can. Right, exactly, Lori. Not exactly organic. It is $12 number 5. $12 number 5 for the Hot Shot Fly and Mosquito Insect Killer tin.
I love that like Starbursty mid-century piece.
I know, isn't it cool? Yeah, that metallic red would be so great for Christmas time.
And you know what else I found is if you have a tin that has something funky in it and you like oil, go to Firestone and they will gladly dump it out and dispose of the product for you.
That's interesting. You know what? I don't know if we have Firestone around here. You know what? I think we have Firestone tires here, so I'll have to remember that.
The tire people will do it. That's where I go, Firestone tires.
Interesting. All right, and I do see Robert for that. Thank you. For the safety, Robert, I will go ahead and pry this open and get it emptied, and also it'll cost you less to ship if it's empty. So thank you very much for that. Was that my first item or my second item? I feel like I rambled on that.
I think that was your first item.
Good gravy. It's been a day.
It's okay, Vinny.
Okay. Oh. Hello. Right in front of my face. Okay. I love the cream and green on this. Thank you. Look at this. All of aftershave talc.
That is cool.
Now this would be great for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. It has almost a Art Nouveau deco font.
Oh, for sure. I forgot how that Colgate and Palmolive have been around this as long as they have. Until I see stuff like this, and I'm like, dang, it really has been around a while, hasn't it?
I mean, a good hot minute.
So I can't say for sure how old this one is, but it does still have some of the powder in there. Of course, there's a lid, so it doesn't go everywhere. Yeah, great for the green tile bathroom. It does say the Colgate Palmolive Peat Company, made in U.S. Love that. This measures from the lid to the edge of the tin. It is about 5.5 inches tall. It's a little bit rusty crusty, but again, love that. Again, this would be so great in a bathroom or out on display at Christmas time, or heck, even into spring you could use it too. So if you would like this tin, it is $10 and it's number 17. $10, number 17 for the Palmolive Aftershave Talc tin. So it says on the back, keep that well-groomed look with Palmolive Aftershave Talc. A new shade blends evenly with the coloring of the skin, removes aftershave shine. Great for after a shower, tub, or swim. Sprinkle on liberally. Net weight 4.5 ounces. And the Palmolive Reg US Pad Off Colgate Palmolive Peat Co. made in the US.
I have a whole collection of vintage tins like that in my bathroom, and they are just so cool. I love having that little unexpected vintage collection when you come in and use my bathroom. It's fun.
Right. And it makes you forget why you even went in there, even if
Mm.
it was to use the facilities. All right, so those were my two this round, and it's back to you.
Okay. My next item is a fun little perpetual calendar. I just love these. I think they are wonderful. And this one is cool because it has a little globe and it is in wonderful condition. It does work. I'll flip it around so you can see. So it does do its thing, which is fantastic. And then you've got the spot on the front to go through all of the months, January through, of course, December, and this just rotates like that. And then you have the other side, which will tell you the day of the week. So this is a really cool little piece, great for a desk if you collect globe items. This is also wonderful, and I love the imagery on this. This is about 3.5 inches in size, and let me look at this map a little closer to see if I can date this, because by looking at a map you can often date when things have changed. I'm sorry, the words are so small I need a magnifying glass. My eyes just aren't what they were. But that's a really fantastic little perpetual calendar, and I think they look great in different collections, and I love that number graphic window there. And to find this working too, because usually these get kind of jammed up, is great. So if you are interested in the perpetual calendar, it can be yours for $15, number 117. $15, number 117 for the awesome globe perpetual calendar. And the great thing about this is you never need to buy a new one. You've always got it. Okay, let's see who grabs that. I see two people there, so I'm going to wait. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Catherine, that is headed your way.
Hey, Cindy, how are you tonight? Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Congratulations, Catherine. Okay, my next item is a little lot. I have this fabulous lot of leather and saddle soap tins, and I love these Shinoa tins. I pick them up anytime I can find them because the graphics of the man with the saddle and then the woman in the fedora with the blazer is just so cool to me. And this orange color with the black outline for a Halloween like cabinet of curiosities is awesome. So I love this. Now, it still has, and I can't really get it open. I think this is the one. Yeah, it's stuck a little bit. Can you hear that? It still has the saddle soap in it. So there's still some saddle soap, and it's made by the Best Foods Company out of New York and Indianapolis, 8-ounce tin. So this is one of the things coming in the lot. And then the other thing you're going to get is the Griffin suede dressing. And this is so deco. It is fabulous. It is cardboard. But I mean, for its age, this thing is in incredible condition. And what's cool about this is on the inside, well, I mean, first of all, check out that lid. That is everything. Now I'm going to carefully open this. It would have cost 15 cents. I mean, you can't buy anything for 15 cents these days. On the inside, it still has its bottle, which the label's a little bit, it's coming off there. But you've got the bottle with the stuff still inside, and it has the graphics on the top. And then you get a little shoe polish swab to put it on, and then it comes with the directions. Now the directions pamphlet on the inside, if you're like me and you're kind of an ephemera nerd, I have to say is pretty cool because it's just awesome. I mean, look at the striping on it. You've got images of the product on the other side. Yeah, so this is fully complete, which I just adore. And then on the back, there's a little perforated section here where you would have put the bottle in to keep it from tipping. like this while you're putting it on the shoe, which, I mean, what is innovative packaging little thing that they had. So I think that's cool. So all of this is one lot of little fun tins. And this will be coming to you, if you're interested in it, for just $15 for the lot. $15 by giving me number 111. $15 for the awesome packaging, 111. And I think this is a great little Halloween pair.
I love the colors on that box.
The colors are great. It's that good, like, vintage aqua that you just can't get anywhere else.
Exactly.
Okay, Lori and Robert Perry, that is coming to you.
All right.
Thank you. And those are my two.
All right. All right, so my next item is going to be a choice for either of these. I shared these a while ago, and I thought I'd bring them back because I think they would be kind of good for Christmas time. This is Tech Light beer. This is an uncut beer can.
Oh, that's cool.
And I thought this would be cool if you collect these Scotch tape tins. That plaid would go really nicely with those. So we got that one. And then this one I thought would be cool. You could put it out for fall time and for Christmas time. This is Heritage House Premium Beer. I like the lantern, or like the little like outdoor porch light that is on the
I love that
logo
too.
there. So again, two great pieces that you honestly could frame. You can go anywhere and get frames for these. They are approximately, forgive that loud noise. Let's see, we've got a little over 8 inches wide and about close to about 5 inches tall. So these are going to be $5 each. Do expect a little bit of bending because they are older. These, again, are $5 each. If you would like the Tech Light beer, that one is going to be number 4. If you would like Heritage House, that is number 19. So 5 each, number 4 or number 19 for the uncut beer cans. Again, picture that Tech Light beer with all of your Scotch tape tins. I think that would be a fantastic addition to that. All right, so Poodle takes number 19. Thanks, Poodle. That one is yours. And that means that number 4 is still available. And then my other, since that was a choice, I guess, should we consider that 1 or should we consider that 2?
No, I consider that 1.
Okay. So I do have some more car stuff. You guys know I'm telling you, I found all this great car stuff in 2 shops. Well, all the stuff I'm showing you all tonight is from 1 store. And then when I do a haul from another store, you're going to see some even cooler pieces or some duplicates. So if you missed out on some of the other items from my other sales, you'll have a chance to put your hands on those. So this is for the 1973 Dodge Colt. And look at the different colors they had for them back in the day. It's almost like the rainbow. So I'm going to flip through this real quick so you guys can get a glimpse of some of the cars. Like right at the front, are like the same cars on the cover, but look at that.
Oh, that's a cool yellow.
I know. So cool. Then there's another one in here that shows it next to a flight, the United flight. Look at the old United Airlines plane.
That's awesome. These books are just gold, Vinny.
I know. I couldn't believe I was able to get my hands on them. Oh, look at this red. This is a station wagon.
Now that kind of reminds me of the Christmas Vacation car if it were cream.
Right, exactly. And I think my dad his mom and dad had a station wagon, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Used to drive their parents crazy with it. Running around in the back seat. Y'all don't quit her. I'm coming back there swinging. Hey, Phantom Canuck, how you doing tonight?
Hi, Phantom.
So if you would like the 1973 Dodge Colt magazine, it is $5 and it's number 8. $5, number 8 for the 1973 Dodge Colt magazine. It looks like Robert takes that. Thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate that. I'm going to do petrify it. Damage it. All right. So the next one is for the 1975 Plymouth Duster / Valiant. Look at how sharp this is with the sunset and that color that they used.
That is lovely.
They knew how to advertise this stuff back in the day. All right, so let's go ahead and show you all a few. I mean, that doesn't scream 70s. I don't know what does.
Yeah, with that harvest gold.
Yep, that definitely dates it for you. But I love like how they show like the different colors of the car that you could get to, like the red and the yellow and that like blue. So I don't want to show too much more because I don't want to give everything away here. So let me just find one more. Oh, look at these. You could actually pick your interior.
Oh, look at the striping on that one seat. That is,
I know.
I would have gone for the yellow myself. Even though I love red, that yellow is just so cool.
Isn't it? So again, expect this to be somewhat used because it is from 1975. Well, 1974 possibly. Oh, the color that I like the most, it's hard to say, but it has to be either the Lucerne Blue Metallic or the Frosty Green Metallic. So these were the color choices of the car back in the day. Oh, Robert's first car was a 1974 Dodge Colt. That's awesome.
That's a cool car, Robert.
And if you were interested in the 1975 Duster Valiant car magazine, this is going to be $5 and it's number 20. $5, number 20 for the 1975 Plymouth Duster Valiant magazine. And like I said with the other sale that I sold these pamphlets or these magazines, if you do old car shows or know somebody that had these cars or does the auto shows in your area or is a part of that whole organization, how cool would it be for them to have these with the car that they bought?
Oh, I agree.
Oh, you have a good night, Jeffrey. Good luck tomorrow at your sale.
Oh, good night, Jeffrey. No worries. Good luck.
So again, that is only $5 and it's number 20. And don't worry, we will be doing a recap of anything that did not sell. So let me go ahead. Hi, Jeannie. Your mom's here.
Hi, Mom. Welcome. Okay, my next item is very cool. I just fell in love with the graphics on this bottle. And, Poodle wants that magazine.
Thanks, Poodle.
And I just think in a kitchen display, this would be so cool. I have a lot of different tins in my kitchen, from honey to oysters to polished tins to things that just were kind of related to the kitchen. And I think this one is super cool because it has a red top. So for Christmas, this is great. It is 6.5 inches in size, and it is for this fabulous Aero Lemon Oil Polish with the lemon graphic, which I just love because look at the little juice dripping out of the lemon.
Ooh.
That's fantastic. And I think this is from Toronto, Canada. So this is not something that you can typically, I guess, get here in the States. And the red lid is amazing. And it does have a little stamp at the top that says 15. So if that's a number that means anything to you, that is very cool. It's made by a company that has a diamond logo with a C in the bottom, which I use a website called it's like oldbottlecollectors.com, and you can research, who manufacture these. And I just could not find anything on that mark. But I really loved the shape of the bottle with the sides kind of deco mid-century like, and then that arrow, which is just so cool, and the lemon. So if you would like this fabulous bottle for your vintage displays, of course, you could fill it up with something that you actually do use in your kitchen and have. I mean, how cool is that? Use a vintage bottle to put some sort of, clean it out, put some sort of cleaning product you use all the time in a vintage container. Because why not? It brings you joy when you're cleaning. And now you don't have to look at today's ugly packaging. You can have something really unique. This piece can be yours for just $12 if you're interested. $12, number 113. $12, 113 for the awesome Arrow Lemon Polish. And yeah, I love this bottle. I think it's great.
The color, that mint green color with the lemon. Ah,
it's so good, right? The colors are everything. I love that.
They knew how to do it back then. They really did.
They sure did. I tell you, packaging now is just so boring. So boring. Okay, that is going to Lori and Robert Perry.
All right.
Fantastic. Lori, you're going to love that. Now, my next item is a little nod to my sale this evening. I do have a piece of jewelry for you all tonight. I thought this kind of fit the industrial theme, and I love these stick pins. And we actually have a few people that come to our jewelry sales who have family members that do Ren fairs and all kinds of cool, like Comic-Con, costume events. And I just thought this would be perfect for someone that's in that space, but also if you love kind of Egyptian revival things, this is perfect for you. It is 3.5 inches in size, and it is for this fabulous scarab pen. It is a pen, so it's got its bottom, and you can wear this through a lapel. Like, how cool would that be on a little lapel? You could wear it, stuck on the side of your hat if you wanted to, which would be really neat. But I just loved this. Now, I don't know how old this is. I don't think this is like 50s vintage. I do think it's Egyptian revival of some kind, probably 80s, somewhere in there. But I just thought that this was so cool. And with Halloween coming up, with different things, and if you do Ren fairs or costume events, this would just be awesome. The gold color is fantastic. I'm going to get this on one of our... I'm dropping things over here. Jewelry models. You might recognize our little fabulous Sophia. Sophia's with us. She's our $14 Amazon clutch purse that we have on our sales, and we like to model our brooches on. So we'll get this on Sophia. And if you are interested in this little beautiful scarab pin, it can be yours for just $12 by giving me number 114. $12, number 114 for the really cool Egyptian revival pin.
Love that.
I do too, and I think they're great on lapels. The more I wear brooches on lapels, the more I just think, man, that is a really great choice.
And there were actually a couple of Egyptian revivals that took place in the 20th century.
Interesting, Vinny.
So we all know that King Tut's tomb was founded, or they found it in 1922, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Val wants your
Val, thank you so much. That is coming to you.
Yeah, so in 1922, King Tut's tomb, I think they discovered it, and then Egyptian became a real big deal. I think, again, that was the first revival. So they saw a lot of the Sphinx, like the bookends that I have and things like that.
Oh, those.
And then, in the 80s with the Deco revival, you saw a lot of the Egyptian motif again.
Mm-hmm. And I think, too, in the 80s, they had King Tut's traveling exhibit.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, so there was stuff coming from that as well. Val, that's awesome. You're going to love that.
Yeah, I have some Egyptian revival pieces from the 20s that I don't want to let go of, and I think Mom would kill me if I let go of them.
Yeah, I think they're great, especially from the 20s. You can't get rid of that stuff. Cheryl, I see your comment about wondering if things 50 years from now will be still relevant with graphics and people find them cool. And I was talking about that with Nick, who's in the chat tonight, about, what kind of packaging we just toss away now that in so many years will be desirable. Vinny, do you think that any of this packaging now that's sort of plain will have some sort of desirable comeback?
I think like with everything, it'll come back at some point because look at us looking for things from the 90s. The 90s and 80s and early 2000s even. It's like, wow, I remember that. And that's just what's going to happen. It's going to keep coming back in full throttle.
Oh, Val said she saw Tut when it traveled to the NYC. That's very cool, Val. Okay, those are my two. Vinny, back to you.
All right. Oh, I mean, I should have felt this. I put on my, I'll take it off. I put my, I can't wear it for too long because it'll turn my skin green. But a while ago, I found this 1933 World's Fair cuff bracelet.
That's cool.
And this is probably like the only bracelet I'll ever wear. Yeah, nobody really does ever appreciate something for the time. It's usually when something new comes out or when a said person grows up and then they see something from, the 70s or the 80s or whatever era. Even my generation's looking at stuff in the 90s and early 2000s. So, you see it and you're like, wow, I wish they would have gone back to that.
Nick, I could see you wearing a cuff like that. That might be really cool.
Yeah, you can find them on eBay. I think I got this for like $6. You just got to be careful with it because it does turn your skin green if you wear it long enough.
Can you put underneath the backside nail polish, like clear nail polish, and coat it, and then it won't turn your skin green?
You probably could. So your mom said that we're right. I never appreciated the Fostoria that her grandmother had, and now I realize it was fragile and gorgeous. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Everything comes back.
Mom has a really good set of Fostoria fern from my great-grandmother that I just adore.
Mom, that's awesome.
But I'm glad you have that, Mom. That's great stuff.
So I do have a receipt spike. I know we all really like these.
Ooh, they're awesome.
I love the green. Again, that would be great for Christmas time or even for if you wanted to use them, like put your receipts on them. If you run a business or just a good way so you don't lose them. So this is a rather small one.
Postcard to it.
Yeah, there you go. So this one measures, let's see. So we're looking at about close to about 5.5 inches tall. And if you would like this piece, it's $12 and it's number 9. $12, number 9 for the receipt spike. $12, number 9 for that. How cool would these be displayed with a whole plethora of them? Or I've seen people use them for the tree toppers, the different size tree toppers. So again, $12, number 9.
To put those fragile glass tree toppers on it, that's perfect for it.
Absolutely. Especially if you find a small little one. I see Val for that one. Thank you very much. You know what's funny, Poodle, now that you mention that, the Great Value brand of Walmart, I miss the old Great Value logo from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because it was colorful. I remember seeing it on the, let me see if I can reach it. So it was called Great Value, but I think Walmart changed their name on some of their products. This is Clear American. When I was a kid, the label would say Great Value, and you could see little hints of fruit. It's funny the things that I remember. So of course they change it, and I'm sure kids of today will want to reminisce when this is no longer a thing. But
I remember going into Walmart and having the greeter there give you a smiley face sticker.
yes, and the cool little bags that they used to give you with the smiley face on it. I miss those days.
Yep, not anymore. It's a shame.
It really is. But you know what? That was the 90s and early 2000s.
And I also thought those coupon machines in the grocery store when I was little was just pure magic. You know, you'd pull one and then another a coupon would come out.
You just keep taking them and taking them. You'd never use them. You just take them.
No, I just, as a kid, I thought they were cool and would probably play store or something with them.
Oh, yeah. Who wouldn't? So I think this is my final item, if I'm not mistaken. So this is our last round.
Yes.
Oh, Lori says that they still do it where she is, and their grandkids love it. Oh, I'm glad that they kept that going. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that this is an elevator plaque.
Oh, that's cool.
For the, I think the button was right here, and then it tells you this is where you're going up to 21, and here's 12. This is very thick, heavy-duty metal. So, for something to break the two, what's the two? The two right here, it had to have been, it must have been a pretty heavy piece. So that is the only issue that I see with this, aside from all of the scratches and such. So I want to say that this was painted brass or bronze, maybe. But how cool would this be hung up on the wall? So this measures approximately. So this is about 12 inches. It's about 11 3/4, like just one notch over from 11 3/4 inches tall. And then just about 4.5 inches wide. So again, picture this on the wall, or heck, if you have an old elevator or know someplace that's trying to restore the original elevator, but they don't have the plaque to go with it, how awesome would that be? You might be able to repair the two here, but I'm not entirely sure. It would look just like this right here.
That is so awesome, Benny. I love elevator stuff.
Isn't that awesome? I mean, I've never been able to own one of these, so I was like, oh, somebody out there is going to love this. So if you are interested in the elevator plaque, this is going to be $28, and it's number 6. $28, number 6 for the heavy metal, pedal to the metal, elevator plaque.
Gotta throw up those rock hands.
Yeah, pedal to the metal, baby.
So there's a funny running joke between my mom and me, because the Cypress Village elevators where my grandmother lives don't often work very well. And sometimes you get stuck in the elevator. Sometimes the elevator doesn't line up on the right floor, and it's just always a mess. And we got in the elevator one day, and one of the older gentlemen that lives at the retirement center was saying that the elevators have been particularly bad that week. And he said, you know, if these were just Otis elevators, everything would be right, because Otis elevators always work. Well, interestingly enough, I had seen an exhibit at the Empire State Building in New York, all on Otis elevators, and they believe that they were literally the best elevators, and they would not allow any other company to put in elevators inside their tower. So I think that's kind of cool. So every time I get on an elevator, I think Otis elevators, and it makes me wonder if that's an Otis elevator plaque.
That's funny. Yeah, you go on an elevator every week, once a week for my therapy appointment, but thankfully that one is not bad. I think you've told me in the past that sometimes it will literally just like it'll feel like it's just off of its hinge, and it'll just completely like fall, and you have to like hold on to something because you're afraid you're gonna like go flying up to the ceiling.
Yeah, the elevators at Cypress sometimes drop a little. You can feel the suspension. It's kind of scary. I don't like it. And I've been trapped in them, and I'm no, they need to do something better.
Right. It's like you trying to make my anxiety worse.
So yeah, now when you're in elevators, look to see if they're Otis.
All right. So I think those were my two. So it's back to you.
All right, fantastic. My last two items. The first one is going to be a fabulous lot of tens. I put this together and it was really fun doing because I love typewriter ribbon tens, and the square ones I particularly love. But I also love these bigger canisters too. So you're going to get all of this for one money. The first thing is this fabulous Adressiograph Duro Clear Ribbon Tin with the most deco graphics. I mean, look at the sides on this tin. This is everything. And again, with that color, it's just so dreamy. I love it. So Duro Clear Ribbon. This would have been for the Adressiograph and Multigraph machines. So they were similar, to typewriters, but had a slightly different function. There's some wear on this tin. It's not in the most perfect condition, but the inside is fairly good for its age. And again, you could store really neat things in here, rubber bands, paper clips for your office supply things, or anywhere you want, because I'm a firm believer that tins are cool in a theme, and you can put kitchen tins with kitchen things, but you don't have to have kitchen tins necessarily in the kitchen or typewriter tins in the office. You can put them anywhere you want because they're fabulous. So this is one item that you're going to get, that really neat green color. Then you're going to be also getting the Webster brand with the cool star. Now this is a typewriter ribbon 10 for Underwood. I think, yeah. Underwood typewriters. This is black and red record. And when you see the black and red record on the front, there's a little outside of the tin. And this was, by the way, made by Decorated Metal. If you take off the lids of these typewriter tins, you can sometimes see who made them. Decorated Metal was a big company of typewriter ribbon manufacturers. The Decorated Metal brought out all the older metal companies in, I believe, 1901. So that can help you date things. But when you do see this black and red record, that's typically slightly older. The purple is earlier, purple copying. Then you have the Battleship typewriter ribbon. This is one of my favorites. Now, someone did reuse this tin and they put some sort of sticky label across the front. It is no longer sticky, but I didn't want to try to scrub that off. I was afraid I would run the lithography on here. So you can choose to do whatever you want with that if you are the owner of this. I wanted to leave it up to the person getting it. And there it is. And let's see if, yes, Decorated Metal also made this one, which is kind of cool. Sometimes you'll see just DG, sometimes you'll see Decorated Metal New York. Believe it or not, Anchor Hawking also made some of these tins for a short time.
Really?
And a lot of these were used, yes, out of recycled metal. So they would use the cans when they would make cans, and they would use the stampings from the cans to make some of these tins, which is cool. And then the last one you're going to get is this Economonique ribbon with the perfect colors for fall and Halloween. It's black and orange, which I love. Actually, all of these kind of work for Halloween. And this one's not branded, but you are going to get all of these fabulous typewriter ribbons, 3 little guys, and then your bigger Adressiograph 10. If you are interested in this lot, it can be yours for a steal of a deal of just $15. $15 for all of these tins, just $119. And it's got that good, mint green or aqua. Is really
I love mint green, like almost like mint chocolate chip ice cream green. Yes. Or aqua.
Is really, really great. Ooh, and one of the tins just rolled away, but I'll grab that after the show. Okay, Randy, that is headed to you. Thank you so much. You're going to love that, Randy. Okay, that's headed your way. And then my last item is this pocket change dish. I picked this up with Jeffrey on my last trip. It is brass. Now, I did not polish this. You can see there's a little bit of patina on it, and I wanted to leave it that way because I know a lot of people do like the wear, me included. But if you do want me to polish this up, I can take some Brasso to this and get this really shiny. But I loved this dish because you've got the pocket change up at the top, which has a really cool graphic. But then the inside of the dish is perfectly plain. So you could put any manner of things in here. I mean, pocket change for one, but dice would be really awesome in here if you have a small collection of marbles, jacks, anything that you just want to corral and put into a display. This is kind of the little perfect thing for it, I thought. So I kind of fell in love with this, and I was thinking it would be great. I have a little, what I call like a go station by my door, and it's got these really cool industrial metal drawers that pull out, and on the top I've got all kinds of little things, but I like having a little dish like that where I can put my keys or something that just brings me a lot of joy. I've got another thing similar to this with little lucky pennies that just make me happy. So when I leave and come every day, I get to see my little pennies, and it makes me smile. So I love this kind of stuff. This one measures 6 inches by about 5 inches in size. So if you're interested in the brass pocket change dish, and this would also make a great Christmas gift for someone that needs a neat little thing, this can be yours for $12 by giving me number 110. $12, number 110 for the pocket change dish with the embossing on the top, which is really great.
I love that thing. And those are, I think I've had one of those.
I think you have too. It looked familiar to me. And let's see, I will wait. Robert gets that. Thank you, Robert. Now, Robert, let me know. Would you like me to polish that or leave as is? Just keep me posted on that.
That's what I see too.
Rhonda, I am so sorry, but you did not get that item. Robert got to it first, but I do see you putting in the numbers, so thank you for your consideration too. And then, Vinny, do you want me to show a few things I still have available?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I've got just 3 things still available if anyone is interested. I do have this fabulous Canadian honey tin with the clovers and clover flowers, thanks to some of our Canadian friends in the chat that helped me out with that. And this has a really cool green color. It's got honey on one side and then pure Canadian Mel on the other. And this tin can be yours if you're interested for $20 by giving me number 115. $20, number 115 for the honey tin, and it's got some good graphics. Hard to find this tin here in the States, so this is a good one.
Love the colors on that.
Yeah, the colors is okay. I will leave that as is. I'll make a note to leave. Okay, wonderful. And then my last 2 items that are still available is I have these really cool information plaques, and I've got them all over my house. This one says notary.
Oh.
I think the colors are great. They've got the little holes for mounting. And then my favorite one is no agents, which I just love because, I mean, imagine this being back behind a stage door or, a movie set or someplace. I mean, I just think that's cool. It's got a lot of history. These measure about 10 inches, and I was asking $10 each. 2 have already sold. I'm sorry, $18 each. I misread my number here. And they are number 104. Number 104, $18 each. If you're interested in both or just one, you can let me know what you'd like in the chat. And I think that's everything.
That was it for you? That didn't sell? Okay.
115, please. For the honey tin. Okay, Val, that's perfect. That's coming to you. You will love that tin. It is really fantastic.
That'd be a great tin for spring.
Yes, very good for spring.
All right. All right, so that was it for you, right?
Yep, that's everything.
Want to change the screens if you weren't ready. All right, so I have 5 things that did not sell, and I'm going to re-show them real quick. First item up is this Reed's Pharmacy bottle. In good condition, no cracks or chips to it. I probably should have taken an alcohol or like some rubbing alcohol to get the grime out of here. I just swished around some water and some soap, and maybe that helped loosen it up a little bit. So if somebody is interested in this and they want me to do a thorough cleaning on it, I absolutely can, no problem. This is going to be only $3, and it's number 3. So $3, number 3 for the Reed's Pharmaceutical bottle. Again, that would be fantastic in a Hoosier or in an apothecary jar display. And the lid is black. And it's a small little thing. I bet you it would ship easy, no problem. Love that. And the letters for Reed's are embossed or raised on the glass. So that's really cool. Next item that did not sell is this 1942 Expello moth killer. Yes, kills moth worms, and it's their sample. That shade of green is fantastic for springtime or even for Halloween, which is coming up. It's their sample size, and if you're interested in it, it is $8, and it's number 16. $8, number 16 for the Expello sample. Again, a really great shade of green, and you just can't say no to those colors and the graphics of the lettering. Again, great for Halloween, Christmas, springtime. I mean, it is just a really cool piece. So again, that is $8, number 16. I also still have, oh, Val takes that. Thank you, Val. That is yours.
That's a great one, Val.
It really is. So the other item that I have available is the Tech Light Beer can that is uncut.
That is
Thank
so
you.
cool.
This I thought would be great to display with your Scotch tape tins because of the plaid design. And it is only $5, and it's number 4. $5, number 4 for the Tech Light Beer can. These would be so great framed. Or just
Awesome.
if you want to put an adhesive on the back and put it on the wall, you absolutely could. And again, it's only $5, and it's number 4. Great for Christmas time. I also have the triptych notepads with the maps in them. I don't normally do this, but I did drop the price down to, because I want to move them. I want someone to be able to enjoy them. They are from 1953. 1952 is when the 50th anniversary of AAA took place. This one is unfortunately missing the back, but this one does have the front and back to it. It would be great to display, or if you wanted to take the pages and craft with them or make some kind of junk journal with them, you absolutely could. Instead of 8 each, I'm going to just say if you want both of these, it's $12 and it's number 15. So I don't normally drop prices live, but I would rather these go to somebody who's going to love them. So it's $12 for both. So only $6 number 15 if anyone is interested. So again, $12 on both of those, number 15, if anyone is interested. And then the only other item I had that didn't sell tonight was the elevator plaque. And that was $28, number 6. So $28, number 6 for the elevator plaque if anyone is interested. If you are interested in anything that Katie and I have sold or offered tonight, and it's after the show, so if you're watching the replay, you can email both of us about them and we will gladly add them to your order if it's something you changed your mind on, or if you're watching the show and you would like something ASAP. Let me bring both of us together. Let's see, do my layout. So I would say that was a job well done tonight.
I say so. That was a lot of fun, Vinny. I just love doing these. They're so great.
They are very fun, and it gives me a chance to go out there and hunt for stuff that, not that I don't normally look for it, but it's themed.
Yes.
Instead of sporadic, like most of my sales are.
It's stuff that I just love, and I'm glad that I get to pass it along to people that also love and appreciate it too.
Absolutely. So we want to thank you all so much for tuning in tonight to our sale. We will definitely be doing this again. I'm pretty sure with all the stuff that I've accumulated in the last few weeks, we'll be able to do another sale. My shelf will be full.
Good. That's fantastic. I had to get back on the beat now and get some for my next sale, but I'm excited for it.
So again, Katie is doing a jewelry sale at 10 p.m. Eastern. So if you make any claims tonight or made any claims tonight from this sale, she can combine orders from this sale with her jewelry sale. So you'll save on shipping.
Yes.
I will be, of course, invoicing hopefully by tomorrow night, if I will be awake, because I might have another early day. Or latest late Monday afternoon or early evening. And just keep your eyes peeled for videos. I'm sure Katie and I will both be putting out some content very soon. Of course, I'm going to be trying to do hauls as best I can throughout the week. I'm liking the new idea of being able to put it out in the evening on Monday instead of waiting till midnight, just because it gives me the day to film it. I don't have to rush to get something done the night before so I can go up by midnight. So we'll see how that works out. Katie, what do you have coming up besides your sale? Any content that you want to let us all know about? A little sneak peek preview?
Sure. I have so much content in the backlog. I still have Springfield, Ohio extravaganza to get edited. I have the world's longest yard sale. So I've got some really cool content coming out. Please hang with me. I have not been able to get it edited. Starting is just the hardest part on that, but I will get it out soon. And also do tune in every Tuesday to the weekly Speakeasy podcast I'm doing with Jeffrey, Real Nifty Vintage. We have a new episode every Tuesday, and we've got some really fun topics this coming week, so you don't want to miss that.
Excellent. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Katie's I think your Instagram is down below.
Yes.
YouTube channel, Instagram, and I think your email is also down there too. I think I put that in there.
Wonderful. Thank you, Vinny.
So, please make sure that you've contacted Katie if you've made any claims tonight or if you're interested in something that didn't sell. Follow her on Instagram. She's always posting something really cool on there. And then also on YouTube, please make sure you're subscribing to her there too if you want to see some really cool stuff. How many videos do you have up now?
Gosh, I don't know, but quite a few videos. There's a good backlog.
So if you're new, there's plenty of things you can watch to get to know Katie if you are new.
Yep, and I'm posting every day on Instagram. Nick, who's in the chat, we started an Instagram hashtag. So we are every week or every day of the week, we have a different theme that we post for. So if you love all this industrial stuff, it will be right up your alley. From Metal Monday to Tin Tuesday, we've got Wood Wednesday, Thingamabob Thursday. We're just having so much fun with this. So on Instagram, if you like to see cool things, that's definitely fun.
So I hope you all enjoyed our sale tonight, and thank you, Katie, for joining me again for another epic industrial sale. I have a great time hunting for this stuff, as you do, I'm sure.
Yes, I love it.
And we will definitely try to do more of these, especially with the holidays coming. Want to get some stuff for your collections or for people who love to collect. So
yes,
do our best to get some other sales going. I know things get kind of, out of whack because we do different things. We're not on the same schedule. But we do our best to try to have these sales for y'all because we know you love it. So
yes, and I love it too.
So thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We will let you go. Please make sure that you guys. Why can I not talk tonight? Make sure you all head on over to Pam's channel. I completely forgot to mention that. So Pam is doing a sale right now. She's been on for about an hour. So please go over to her and subscribe if you haven't done so. Katie, of course, make sure you subscribe to her, and Soul Nate. I think I forgot to put Nate's link in the chat. Darn it.
That's okay.
And then Trisha from Sandy and Otto has her weekly sale at 10 p.m. Eastern. So there are plenty of places to go and shop till you drop. So we will see you all very, very soon. Have a great evening.
Bye, friends.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.